Hello everyone, in this video we will learn about multithreading in Java. Multithreading lets us perform multiple tasks at the same time by creating multiple threads. This is a key feature of Java which allows us to execute tasks efficiently. Java provides us with the built-in classes and methods for implementing multithreading. We can implement multithreading using thread class and runnable interface. First, let's understand about thread class. There are two main parts which we have to focus while creating threads using thread class. First is creating the thread, another is starting the thread. So in the first part, that is while creating the thread, we have to write logic of a task which we want thread to execute parallelly. For doing it, we can make a new class that extends the thread class. Inside this new class, we have to override the run method. This is where we put the code that we want thread to execute. For example, printing numbers from 1 to 5. Now second part is starting the thread. Now we have written a logic, but we have to tell Java when to execute this logic. For doing it, we have to create an object of a class which implements the thread class. Then we can call the start method on that object. This tells Java to begin running of the thread. Thread class provides us with the sleep method which helps us to pause the thread for specific time. For example, you can use this in a loop to delay execution. This method takes time in a milliseconds. Just the thing is that we have to cover this method with a try catch block. Otherwise, Java will throw an compile time error. When creating multiple threads, it's helpful to assign each one an ID to track which thread is doing what. We can do this by creating a class variable for the ID and constructor to set its value when creating an object. And while printing a number in a for loop, we can also print the ID of thread so we can easily identify which thread is printing what number. Now in demo parallel class, we will create two thread objects with different IDs and then we will use start method on both of these threads. So once thread started executing, these two threads will start counting numbers parallelly. Now let's jump to Eclipse and execute this program. It's the same program which we discussed in the video. First we are extending the thread class. After it, we are setting a class variable ID with the help of constructor. And then we are overriding the run method. Run method contains the logic of a task which we want to run in parallel. In our case, we are just printing numbers from 0 to 5. And after it, we are using thread.sleep method to put this thread to sleep for 1000 milliseconds, which converts to 1 second. And that's it. Our code for thread creation is ready. In next class, we are creating object of this counter thread class. So we are creating two objects. We are naming it as a thread 1 and thread 2. And after it, we are calling start method on it. So now let's save this program and execute it. To execute it, we'll click on this run icon. As you can see, two threads started executing parallelly. First thread is printing 0, then second thread is printing 0, then second thread is printing 1, and then first thread is printing 1. In this way, two threads are parallelly executing the task. And that's how we can use thread class to implement multiple inheritance in Java. Now let's see how we can implement threads using runnable interface. Runnable interface is similar to thread class. Just the difference is that thread is a class and runnable is an interface, and interface allows us to implement multiple inheritance in Java. So if you want to implement multiple inheritance, then you can go for runnable interface. Else we can go for thread class. Earlier we have seen how we can implement multi-threading using thread class. So we can use similar approach to implement multi-threading using runnable interface. First, our child class has to implement runnable interface instead of thread class. That's it. We don't have to change anything in thread creation. But while starting the thread, we have to add additional step. When any child class implement runnable interface, we can't directly call the start method using child class object. For calling start method, first we have to create object of a thread class and pass our child class object to it, and then call start method from the thread class object. We have to create object of a thread class for all the threads. That's it. Our code for multi-threading using runnable interface is ready. Now let's jump to Eclipse and execute it. It's the same code which we discussed in the video. Initially, we are implementing the runnable interface. After it, we are using constructor to set the class variable ID, and then we are overriding the run method. Run method contains the logic of a task which we want to execute in parallel. This logic is almost similar to what we written while implementing the multiple inheritance using thread class. So nothing is changing in this class. Only thing which is changing is while creating object of a class. So we are creating object in demo parallel class. As you can see, for now I have commented the code for thread class. And then we are creating object of counter runnable. Then we are creating object of a thread class and passing the object of a counter runnable class to the thread class as a parameter. And then we can call start method using the object of a thread class. We want to create two threads. So we are creating object 2 times and calling start method 2 times. So let's save this program and execute it. To execute it, we'll click on this run icon. As you can see, two threads have started execution. First thread 1 is printing 0, then thread 2 is printing 0, then thread 1 is printing 1, and then thread 2 is printing 1, so on. In this way, we can implement multiple inheritance using runnable interface. That's it for today's video. See you in next video.